and 12. Colby Sawyer's record's a little bit misleading, however, because they play a very, very difficult out-of-conference schedule. In fact, early in the season, they went to California. Played Cal Lutheran, a bunch of other schools, top schools in volleyball, not only in the region, but in the whole country. So we're underway here. Colby Sawyer in the white. The Maine Maritime, the Mariners in the blue. Early on, point for Maine Maritime.
A good opening volley there, just a little aggressive by the Colby Sawyer Chargers, reaching over the net. And the point goes to the Mariners.
So Molly Marquette, the libero, will serve. She's from Woonsocket, Rhode Island. That's long. Point to Maine Maritime, up 2-0 in this first game.
Good effort by senior Kelsey Sullivan, just a little long on the spike attempt.
Nice rally here. Good job. Got to give credit there to Tess Clark, finding space for Maine Maritime to make them go up 3-0.
Just out of the reach of Laura Smolinski.
Tess Clark, freshman, rookie of the year here in the North Atlantic Conference. Can Colby Sawyer get on the board? There's a nice set. Shot there by Jessa McGez, but Colby Sawyer comes right back. Very strong is Tess Clark on the far side. 4-0, Maine Maritime coming out strong.
And I don't know if they caught this Colby Sawyer Chargers team by surprise, but they have really come out fast and strong with a 4-0 lead early.
Colby Sawyer to be the Mariners 3-0 in the last 4 title games here. This is the 5th time these consecutive years these two teams are meeting. But Colby Sawyer gets right on the board and makes it 4-1. So now serving is Kelsey Sullivan. She's right down the road, Laconia, New Hampshire. A hard hit there by Tess Clark. Wow. Left hand strike.
And there you see, as you mentioned, why Tess Clark was named the Rookie of the Year. She's active on every play.
We do rolling scoring here, play to 25. Best 3 out of 5. That falls in, finds space. Got to give Maine Maritime credit. A great start now, up 6-1.
Give them credit. They've been aggressive in the early going, but able to drop shots where they need to be, just inside the line. And it's been Maine Maritime all the way so far today.
Good serve by Alex McClure. That's into the net. 7-1 now. Colby Sawyer has to go back on the heels. They do get it over. Nice fake there by Tess Clark. Gabrielle Rodriguez thought she caught the line, but the point does go to Maine Maritime Academy. And head coach there, Brett Sawyer has seen enough. He wants to call a timeout. 8-1 is where we stand. We'll take a break here on the Northeast Sports Network. The 2 semifinals games were last night. Here are the winners, a quick turnaround. And then the finals on Saturday. Nice hit on the far side. Kelsey McCulley from Southampton, New York on Long Island found some space, and coming off the timeout, I think that was important.
Yeah, that was huge to get the ball back, get the service here, and try and dig into this lead that the Mariners have accumulated.
Allie Lahip with the serve. Big hit there by Gabrielle Rodriguez. Talking to head coach Brett Sawyer before the game, he really liked the play from Gabrielle. She did not play last night. She had a concussion and is coming on strong, though, in the championship game. Off the hands of Tess Clark. Point to Colby Sawyer. Now 8-4.
And here's where the Chargers will make their money, so to speak. When they get the serve, they can go on some runs. Last night used a couple runs to close out the game against Linden.
Big time hit. Gillian O'Neill, the player of the year in the North Atlantic Conference, Burbank, California. She shot that one right at the net. So Melissa Spalding, the freshman from Fairbanks, Alaska, to serve. That's long, out of bounds. 9-4 Maine Maritime. Excuse me, 10-4. Big time hit there. Gabrielle Rodriguez once again makes a 5-point score. We are in set 1, 0-0. And a nice tap. Gabrielle Rattay made that one look easy. Found open space right at the net. Now 10-6.
And here you see the Chargers coming back, and Gabrielle Rodriguez, the server, she is third on the team with 202 kills.
Good serve. That forced Maine Maritime to go running to the near side. And just like that, Jeremy, it's a 3-point ball game.
Exactly. The Chargers aren't going to go quietly. They did have a slow start, but you got to expect them to come back and keep this one close here.
Point to Maine Maritime Academy, up 11-7.
I think if you're Coach Brett Sawyer, you like that from your Chargers players, being aggressive and trying to keep the momentum.
Tess Clark unable to get that one over the net. And with the rolling scoring system, one thing you want to do, Jeremy, is get the serve over. Totally kills the momentum.
Yes, keep it going, keep it on your side, and Chargers have shown they can do that when they start serving.
Gabrielle Rodriguez, excellent play to keep it in bounds. This time, though, could not keep it in. Point to Maine Maritime Academy.
Yeah, you'll see her roaming that near sideline, and she has made quite a number of plays. As we've mentioned, a couple kills, spikes, and a nice save on that last possession. Not able to convert there on the last one, though.
Out of bounds. Good effort on both sides. Pretty good rally there. Maine Maritime with a point up 13-8. Here in the first set. Right strong coming back. Gabrielle Rodriguez. Once again within 4. 13-9. And the serve, the libero, Lexi Strong. Unable to handle it on the Colby Sawyer side. Point to Maine Maritime.
Maine is just really putting the ball in places that are not able to reach. They're not trying to be too aggressive and win it with brute force.
And then just like that, Jessica Menguez, senior, hits a serve right into the net. So the point will go back now to Colby Sawyer here in set 1, 14-10. Captain Laura Smolinski to serve. And that's long out of bounds. 11 serving 14. Jeremy Stout, I'm Mike Galtieri here on the Northeast Sports Network, broadcasting from New London, New Hampshire. Good rally here.
There's a reason why these two teams meet in the championship. They can rally, they can volley, and keep the ball in the air.
Wow, Lexi Strong diving into the air. And then Gabrielle Rodriguez, number 10. Big shot. To end the rally in 14-12. And Colby Sawyer now within its closest margin since the start. Since it was 2-0. That hit the net, so point goes to Maine Maritime Academy, 15-12.
Good job by the Chargers there to get a few points back, cut into that lead. Well-deserved point on the long volley.
Just in play, a beautiful stroke from Gabrielle Rodriguez. At first, the official, I don't think, knew where to give the point to, but it was awarded to Colby Sawyer.
Yeah, a little bit of confusion on that side by the line judge and the referees, but they got the call correct, and now Chargers will get the serve back.
Jeremy, what do you think of Gabrielle's play here in set one?
She has been really the leader on this team today, and really a big part of why the Chargers have come back and cut this deficit to only 2 points.
That setup was a little bit long into the net. Really nothing you could do with it, so the point does go to Maine Maritime.
I think the Chargers have weathered the storm of the early going, being down early. They've cut it back to 2, now 3.
Watch out. We'll say those here on the near side. 17-13 now.
So now it's a 4-point deficit, but they weathered the early storm, got their legs going here, and look for them to cut into this lead and turn the tables here.
That's out of bounds. Point now to Colby Sawyer within 3. Can they make that final push to get over the hump?
And that's what the problem has been. Ever since they did start coming back, they've been down 2 a couple times, 3 a couple times. They just have not been able to make that final push to tie it up. We'll see if they can do it on this service.
Off of Maine Maritime Academy, it falls in. 17-15 now. Ellie LaHip. She's from Haverhill, Mass. with the serve. Point to Colby Sawyer. That one right on the line, right over the line, out of bounds. Now a 1-point margin, Jeremy, here in set one. Beautiful recovery. Laura Smolinski keeps this rally alive. Just over the net, it falls through. Maine Maritime Academy, 18-16. Keep in mind, we play 2:25. Melissa Spalding, the freshman, she comes from Fairbanks, Alaska. To serve. No chance there from Alex McClure of Maine Maritime Academy. Now a 1-point margin, 18-17. Gabrielle Rattay comes in, replacing Laura Smolinski. She did a good job of keeping the point alive 2 points ago. Here's Rodriguez with the serve. Almost falls through. Maine Maritime able to recover. Excellent play there by Kelsey McCulley. It was a perfect setup, Jeremy. You could tell she was slapped right into it.
They were waiting for that one. They had that one set up perfectly, and now this game is tied for the first time since 0-0.
Inbounds. Lexi Strong was reaching but could not recover it. 19-18. Here in set one, Maine Maritime serving. Tess Clark. That one falls through. What happened there?
I guess it looked like maybe Kelsey Sullivan didn't anticipate it wasn't going to get to her, and she just got caught between making the decision of going forward and holding her ground and came up a little short. So give credit to the ace, to the Mariners.
So 20 serving, 18. Here's Tess Clark, the North Atlantic Conference Rookie of the Year, serving. That's by point for Colby Sawyer. Alex McClure could not handle it, so 20 to 19. And Kelsey McCulley to serve. Right into the net, though. Wow. That's got to make head coach Brett Sawyer not happy giving up the point like that.
Especially when you have the chance to tie it and you're getting closer to that 25-point mark every point here. You do have to win by 2. But right now it stands as a 2-point lead for the Mariners.
Point to Colby Sawyer. 21-20. Alex Lehef comes in. Lexi Strong to serve. Down by 1. Great save by Strong. Can they keep it alive? Yes! Beautiful play, though. Spacing was off kilter. And you have to give credit to Coronado Hickman, the senior middle hitter from Houston, Texas, makes it a 22-20 score.
A number of nice plays there on that volley. Ultimately, the Mariners get the point, extend the lead back to 2.
Menges with the serve. That falls in. Kelsey Sullivan, the senior from New Hampshire, makes it a 1-point score here in set 1. So here comes Laura Smolinski back in. She replaces Gabrielle Rattay. And Smolinski will serve.
The senior captain trying to tie this game up for the Chargers.
A high floater serve. Maine Maritime gets it over. Kelsey Sullivan ties it up. A nice set there by Colby Sawyer. And you can sense the confidence rising on the left side of the court.
Yeah, this Chargers team is fired up, coming back, second tie of the game. And this time only 3 points away from victory.
That one falls in. Colby Sawyer, its first lead of the set now at 23-22.
Jillian O'Neill, player of the year, could not quite dig that one out.
Smolinski to serve. I'm surprised Maine Maritime didn't call a timeout right now. And that falls in. A beautiful shot at the back far corner by Rodriguez. And it is 24-22. And then head coach Trisha Carver-Watson calls a timeout. We'll take a break. Stick with us for the exciting finish here in set 1. 4:22.
Falling behind early was not the game plan that they drew up when they came into the championship match today. But they dug themselves out of the hole. Give credit to everybody on the team. They've really made it a team effort. Obviously been led by Rodriguez with many nice saves. And now they're on the verge of taking the first set.
Set point. Smolinski to serve. Rattles the net but gets over. And a set point hit by Kelsey Sullivan to make it a 25-22 score. As Colby Sawyer wins set 1 and go up 1-0.
A great comeback there by the Chargers in that set. We'll see if they can keep the pressure on in the next one.
Stick with us on the Northeast Sports Network. Set 2 coming up next.